All right, we're streaming in 2 minutes. Be right back. KC6JPG. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world you may be. This is Roland KC6JPG. Uh-oh, I'm hearing this again. No audio again. Let me figure this out here because according to my meters, they've got audio. Let me restart whereby. We're gonna restart whereby. Okay, we're restarting whereby. This has gone completely crazy, but it's all good. All right. How's that? Ooh, much better. You did? Manny said you couldn't hear me, so we had selective hearing. So you hear everything on the net? So is the fish. Even fish hears everything on the net. Okay, there we go. All right, let's try this again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world you may be. This is Roland KC6JPG for the Amateur Television Network's The Weekly Net. You got it. All right. Yes, I'm here at Rancho Cucamonga, California, also known as Alta Loma, California. This is another Tuesday evening for sure. The Amateur Television Network is a series of repeaters making it possible for you, our amateur television, YouTube, Facebook superstars that you are, to make video communications with one another within our network coverage area. You can watch us globally. Yes, we are live right now on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Amateur Television Network. And we got 428 subscribers, or correction, 728 subscribers now. Or is it more like 800? I think it's 800. Anyway, I gotta recheck that during our roundtable. So we gotta check our stats. All right. You got it. YouTube.com/Amateur Television Network. All right. Also on Facebook, we're been found on Facebook now for, what was it? We're almost in May. So 4 months in a row. How time flies when you're having fun. Facebook.com/Amateur Television Network. All right. Whereby, that's where it's all about. You got it. On our Whereby channel, if you don't have any amateur radio equipment but love to get on Whereby and join our wonderful group, our online community, please join us. Whereby.com /Amateur ATN1. You got it. Oh, just a quick reminder, too, that we will be changing our URL. So just to let you know. And so just, spread it only to the community. It's going to be ATN-TV. Okay? That's going to be our new YouTube, our new Whereby channel starting May. So ATN-TV. That's where we're going to be. So ATN1 is going to go bye-bye because of, well, you know why. Right, Joel? Right. Okay, so that'll be the last of ATN1. All right. DMR Radio, 3196 on the Brandmeister Network, 224 TGIF. We love to hear you on DMR. And, of course, for more information regarding the Amateur Television Network, you can go to the website that's only going to be for a limited time because we got a new web address now, and it's going to be launched officially in May. So atn-tv.com, that's our old one, and it's going to be amateurtelevision.net. That's our new one. So write that down, team, amateurtelevision.net. And Arizona's all set up, atn-az.amateurtelevision.net. So you got it. A new network, a new website, and we're going to have actually a real button that says, join us and pay your money. That's what it's all about. We want your money right now. That's right, Joel. You got it. We're friendly. We just want your money. It's just so funny. This portion of this net is a directed net. Transmissions may be made after acknowledgement by net control and a clear frequency. Always appreciated. All right. We're going right to the president of the Amateur Television Network, and I know Tom is there. You got it, standing by. So, Tom, WB6HYH, KC6JPG. Tom, take it away, my friend. All right, just found out repeater audio was all messed up, so let's try this again. WB6HYH, KC6JPG. Tom, you're out there, my friend, president of the Amateur Television Network, Southern California chapter. Okay, no Tom, at least not yet. I know he's home. He's probably having his dinner right now. And I know Mike is on the road. He did call me and say, Roland, how about a visitor for the net tonight? And I go, nope, full house. I got son and wife and baby and wife and me and you. Full house tonight. All right. Well, we're going to go to Gary, W6KVC, and he is going to give us a rundown of the Big Bear Hamvention that happened this last Saturday. So, Gary, come on in, my friend. KC6JPG.
Saturday. Anyway, I was there Friday and Saturday. I was asked to bring up my toy trailer, which has a ham shack in it. Mike brought the blue van over. We set that up in front of the hotel. And we had quite a few people through it. I had the Sea Cadets, which I'm also involved with, on the air, which is teenage kids sponsored by the U.S. Navy. And it's we teach STEM and also ham radio. So it was had quite fun, because there were about 6 or 8 of them there, got on there and was able to do that. I didn't get a chance to do any of the inside seminars because I was stuck at my trailer. But when I talked to Dee Dee, there was over 300 up there at our mini hamcation, and it's going to happen again next year. The contract's already been signed. So hopefully it'll even be bigger and better next year in April at the same time. So we try to get the week after ski season closes and whatever. So you get a pretty good deal on the rates on the hotel and everything. And the hotel is big enough, to accommodate Southern California. So hopefully we'll see a few more vendors than what we had. We had several vendors. I think was Biolino Battery and one of the fellows there, I can't remember the name, was selling antennas and portable antennas, and was represented by ARL, Red Cross, a few others was up there, a lot of handouts. So hopefully we'll see HRO there and some of the other vendors next year. But every seminar, as I understand it, was packed out of the 300 members. So, and the night before, the banquet was real good. Gordo was there, and maybe he could fill in a little more when we get his turn to check in. So anyway, back to you, Roland and Annette, W6KVC.
W6KVC, KC6JPG. Well, very good, Gary. I'll tell you, it was a really great time. And I'll tell you, I think Dee Dee was very happy about the turnout at the convention this last weekend. It was more than I expected, and it was great to see so many hams and people involved. And you're right, most of the seminars were pretty much packed. Of course, our ATV talk that happened on Saturday at 3 o'clock, completely packed. No seat in the house, standing room only. Poor Gordo, he had to stand too. Poor guy. And so he kind of opened up us a little bit, just for a little 30-second quickie, and talked about ATM for just a moment. And, poor guy, he lost his voice, and so he was doing really well. And of course, we talked about the social aspects in regards what do you see on ATV, and talked about the equipment. So Mike came up and talked about the equipment and the technology. And then, of course, we had more discussions about digital and the 905 experience that we had, where Joel set up his rig out there in the top foyer area. And of course, I had my rig in the meeting room. I was hoping to connect it to the projector, but unfortunately, the projector just did not like my cabling. And so everyone saw it on a itty-bitty little IC 905 monitor, which was really, really cool, because it really explained about the IC 905 complete integrated ATV. Plug in your camera. You can use your push-to-talk microphone if you want to, or you can hook up a switch, and then you can have your own microphone on the camera. So, wow. We really wowed the crowd on that one. That was really cool. And so, Joel, thank you so much for setting up your station and definitely getting the back-to-back on 5.910. So that will be just really, really cool. So a lot of fun, and it's a great turnout. Yes?
But the video connector was in the box under the table. Also, I didn't get home with the remote control for my projector, so I don't know what happened there. And I've talked to Dee Dee about it, so.
It's all good, Garrett. It's all good. We made it work. Now, that's what's the most important. It just convinces me to...
Remote control anymore for my projector. Somebody either forgot or made off with it.
Well, there was a remote on the table, and it didn't respond, so we had to do everything on the front panel, but it worked. So anyway, it all worked. So it just reminds me we'll have to bring my own PA system. It's all good. All right. All right, we're continuing on this show. You got that right. And now what we're going to do. Any station out there that would like to announce any bulletins or announcements for this evening's net, please come in at this time. KC6JPG, Net Control.
Gordo, WB608, just a quickie.
WB6 NOA KC6 JPG. Boy, your voice sounds as strong as ever, my friend. Take it away.
Thanks to ATM. It was a great ham fest. Probably 500 to 600 folks there. Much more than a lot of us were worried about, because Dee Dee and the team, Nancy, they broke their butterooties to make this ham fest as big a success as it was. And I've had a couple of people contact me already about the ATM, about joining up and looking for equipment. So this is good. Gary, now on digital, Gary and his wife, Deborah, were a big help when we were doing the demonstrations. We tried to tell everybody that to get a ham license is easy. Getting on the air and working ham, that's the hard part of the test that we make easy. The ATM and group that was around Gary's vehicle, they were just amazed. So good to see you all, and I'll stand by. No further traffic. Dayton in 3 weeks. Yikes! Wow. WB6 NOA.
WB6 NOA KC6JPG. Well, very good, Gordo. I can't believe Dayton's only 3 weeks away. That is just totally amazing. And it is so funny. I got to see a customer on the 16th of May in Columbus. I'm right there, right? But I got to fly back immediately. So I'm trying to convince my boss to make me stay for a week. Yeah, good luck, Rojo. You got it. All right. Thanks, Gordo. It was a fantastic, fantastic weekend. I was there just Saturday, but, I was just wowed by the amount of people there. It was just great. The location was perfect. Right there in town, and just walking distance to restaurants and shops and all things Big Bear. So what a perfect hamcation. So Dee Dee, you did a fantastic job. We are really proud of you and everyone on your team pulling this together at a very short time frame, and you did it. Congratulations. It was a very successful event. Thank you again, Gordo. Excellent job, and excellent to you and Gary, AA6GJ, for all that you have done with attracting new hams out there and getting involved into this wonderful hobby that we do. All right. Any other bulletins or announcements? Come in at this time. KC6 JPG, Net Control. All right, time to go to check-ins. We're going to RF, and we're going to start with Mount Wilson. Mount Wilson check-ins come in at this time. KC6 JPG, Net Control. Okay, I'll keep my fingers crossed. Here we go. Snow Peak. Okay, let me do my magic here. All right, Snow Peak check-ins coming at this time. KC6 JPG net control.
Checked in, rolling. I'm about halfway home. W8 Success City.
All right, no Snow Peak. Okay, well, you know what? I got Mike out here. WA6 SVT, KC6 JPG. Mike, you want to check in officially on the net?
Yeah, W8 Success City Mobile. 210 freeway entering San Bernardino. So I'll be home probably about 35, 40 minutes and be able to check in live on video when I get home. So not hearing or seeing anybody at the moment, so I'll see you guys in a little while. We had a good time for Big Bear. Thanks for the check-in, W8 Success City.
Yeah, WA6 SVT, KC6 JPG. You're very welcome, Mike. Safe travels, and we will see you shortly when you get home. Excellent. Thank you very much for checking in. KC6 JPG. All right, that was awesome. All right, that was Mike, WA6 SVT, officially checking in on 1200. All right, we're going to Oat Mountain this time. Let's check in Allen, W6 IST, Porter Ranch. How about Bob, W6KGE, Simi Valley? Anybody else on Oat Mountain? I'd like to check in, including Steve, WA6EJO. Come in at this time, KC6JPG, net control.
Hi, Roland. I hope you copy me. Conditions are in and out tonight, but didn't hear you call me. Then I heard you call Bob, so I must have missed it. Anyway, 73, and good evening to everyone. And hope you copy me okay. Back to net control. This is W6ISD, Porter Ranch.
W6IST, KC6JPG. Got you copied, my friend. Perfect video and great audio. So thank you very much for checking in. All right. All right. Anyone else on Oat Mountain? Come in at this time. KC6JPG, net control.
Hey, Roland, you got a copy on this National Peak?
KJ6DQR, KC6JPG. I just turned the link on Snow Peak, and I got you copy. And if you can just back off your mic, and this way that it won't squeal on you, it will be perfect. So go right back to you, Earl, KC6JPG.
Well, I just wanted to, hang on a minute. I just wanted to say hi. I don't know why we can't leave the link on at Snow Peak. But anyway, I'll call Mike later this week. We're going to get to do some prayer work. Locally, this thing's working pretty good, but the link between Snow and Santiago has issues. Anyway, weather's changing here. Getting ready for summer. I hear you guys had a good time at Big Bear, which that's great. Hopefully we'll be there next year.
Julie and I got back from our 45th wedding anniversary. Had a good time. So, hope everybody's well. Have a good week. KJ6, DQR.
KJ6DQR, KC6JPG. Earl, very, very good. Thank you very much for checking in. And yeah, as soon as you were backed away about a good foot and a half from the mic or further, then the squeal stops. So, and you sounded great. So, and but once you got a little bit closer, then that little squeal was coming back. Anyway, but we heard 100% of that copy, and appreciate you. Tell Julie we said hi, and you take care. Thank you very much for checking in, my friend. All right, we're going to, I believe, Yucca Valley. Do we have Yucca Valley? I don't know, but we're going to try Yucca Valley RF. 6 GKB KC6 JPG. Keith, you out there tonight? Anyone else on Snow Peak or Oat Mountain? I'd like to check in. Come in at this time. KC6 JPG, net control. All right, going to Santiago Peak this time. Let's officially check in Gordo once again. If he's not on the Coast Guard net, we're going to give him a try. WB6 NOA, KC6 JPG, Gordo.
Sorry about the delay. It was sure great to see the turnout to this ATM gathering. I try and always get together as a group, and it really pulls in a lot of other hands. We also have, I believe, Josh, who may be tuning us in tonight on FM. Microwave bands are strictly, from what I understand, FM for the ATV side. So that's why we would have to go to the higher band. Maybe you can tell us more about that on the radio. WB6NOA, about 8 watts, ammo. And close to 8.
WB6 NOA, KC6 JPG. Well, Gordo, I'll tell you, what a wonderful, wonderful day it was on Saturday. And I did see John's seminar, the 2 seminars before ours, and that was something I was totally interested in. It was basically support work, MCOM work, and doing events. And, of course, when John was mentioning, is there any triathletes in the room? And I raised my hand. Is there any cyclists in the room? I raised my hand. Any runners in the room? I raised my hands. And, of course, now the crowd was looking at me saying I am a nutty amateur radio operator known as the Energizer Bunny. And basically told them that when I go on these MS bike tours or these sprint tries, if I'm on the bike, I usually take a radio with me in case they need support, something happens in front of me. So it's really, really cool, especially with the EMS ride. So that makes it really fun, really fun. Anyway, so Jordo, thank you so much. And then the IC905 experiment or the demonstration, that was absolutely great. Joel's picture was P5 plus with great audio, and it was a great demo on how the IC905 and amateur television is integrated. And like I said, it's just plug in your camera, use your push-to-talk mic, and you can speak on your microphone that way as well. And you just got yourself an ATV receive and transmit station on FM, on the 2 gigs and the 5 gigs, and get onto the amateur television network systems. And of course, you can go FM as well on on 1.2 if you want on the simplex channels. So that's really, really cool. So, Gordo, thank you very much for checking in. We're going to Riverside this time, and we're going to Norm, and it was great to see you on Saturday, Norm, and thank you very much for all your help. KD6OMV, KC6JPG, Norm. Wow, it's kind of unusual. Norm not out here tonight. And not only that, notice that Ron's not out here tonight. I wonder if the Hill brothers are having coffee. Just kidding. Okay. All right. We're let's see. We're going to Rancho Cucamonga. Let's check in our buddy Gary. AA6GJ, KC6JPG, Gary. Well, no Gary tonight. Interesting. Okay, well, let's try Tom once again. WB6HYH, KC6JPG. Tom? All right, we're going to Running Springs, W6KVC, KC6JPG. Gary.
Well, I don't have too much further to add there. You know, the hamcation was quite an event. I think Gary and Debbie are out on another event right now because Debbie wasn't on her net tonight, and if I remember right. So I think Gary also. So anywho, we got Microwave Society this Thursday. Roland and I, of course, so we on the air there. So come on, guys, we're going to take the Blue Beast down there and have it on the air. So see if we can get any RF check-ins there. So anybody that's interested in watching the Microwave Society Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we'll be on the air. And Roland and I will have it all hooked up. So that's about it. So I have nothing further right at the moment. W6KVC.
W6KVC, KC6JPG. Well, very good, Gare, and thank you very much for all that you have done for the hamcation. That was, like I said, it was a great time. Your ham RV was really cool, and a lot of people enjoyed it. The cadets really enjoyed it. Yeah, we had a bunch of Sea Cadets that came to the hamvention, and it was a lot of fun. They had a great time. But we had a lot of people there. I mean, from all over. And so, like I said, we'll talk more about it on the Whereby Roundtable. So it's going to be a really, really cool event that was. All right. Anyone else on Santiago Peak that'd like to check in, come in at this time. KC6JPG, Net Control. All right, let's check in Job's Peak and Santa Barbara and Mount Potosi all together and see who shows up. KC6JPG, checking those three systems. All right. Anyone else on the RF side that'd like to check in with the Amateur Television Network's The Weekly Net? Come in at this time. KC6JPG, Net Control. All right, we're going to check in our chapter stations from around the country and around the world. And we're going to start with the East Coast. We're going to the straitjacket capital of the world, New York City. And that's where our buddy Manny is at, into MJF KC6JPG. Manny, hi there.
How you doing? Finally, I'm happy. My mayor finally grew a backbone in the police chief. They raided Columbia University and a handcuff party started. So it looks like Bubba's getting some fresh meat, beef tenderloin. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you gotta drop the hammer on these guys. Other than that, we had 80 degrees yesterday, and today I'm freezing is 60. Typical straitjacket weather. It's not a full moon, and the cuckoo flew out the cage today. I mean, the police, my computer's going nuts. It's summertime in New York City.
I'll tell you, your Columbia University going crazy, UCLA going crazy too. So it's just been a party. Yikes. It's been a yikes.
I'm like this. Yeah.
And that's exactly what we need at the Bruin capital of the world, UCLA.
Yes, the Klingon Empire.
Exactly.
Just lock them up.
Gotta love that Klingon Empire. That's for sure. Okay. Manny, thank you very, very much for checking in, my friend. Looking great. And thank you for keeping the peace at Columbia University. Oh, very good. All right. We are going to move to, looks like we're moving to Florida. And that's where our buddy Wolf is at, KV4ATV. And I'll tell you, it looks like the hurricane season might be keeping you busy, Wolf. Right to you, KC6JPG.
Oh, yeah, it's keeping us busy. We had a day today that wasn't quite down in my area, but it was right next to me. We had flash flood warnings and stuff for the 3 counties just to my west that was moving our way. We had, 52 up in Caldwell today. We had a high temperature of 91, but we had 92. We had a heat index in Dice of 102 to 104 degrees down here today. And I got another very surprising announcement that after quite a while of studying and some hard work, Roland, I am now an ordained minister. So that's kind of a shock to everybody. I know. So anyhow, I could do funerals, weddings, whatever now. So I got my certificate today that I am now ordained to do these things plus other things. So other than that, we are fixing to bring our Florida SARNet online again. As far as the Broadcastify, the station we had over here, something went wrong and they dropped off. So I contacted the people over here in the state of Florida and they said, go for it and stuff. So I've got an extra radio here that I'm going to put on 444-175. I've already got my account set up. So I'm going to be doing the Florida State Amateur Radio Net on Broadcastify. So when the hits the fan down here and we get very active amongst the EOCs and stations, me and KC4JPG, good grief, I'm calling her old as a call sign almost. Anyway, our Madison auxiliary net control, you will hear us doing our meteorology stuff. No matter where in the nation you are, from California to Idaho to you name it, you'll be able to listen in and hear all of the stuff going on straight on the national line and stuff of Broadcastify from the Florida State SARNet. I'll be the one in there providing all the information from the Hurricane Center and from the National Weather Service out of the Tallahassee office and the other offices we got all over the state. Other than that, I think Ron had something that he wanted to say about some blessing of the fleet that we had done a couple of years ago. In fact, Mike had wrote up an article when Miss Florida was here. We put her on the air and was in the newsletter years ago, rolling with y'all. So it's coming up again, and Ron was asking me if I would possibly bring the ATV transmitter in the truck down. I said, no problem. So I'll let Ron fill in on the details, but 10 to 1, I'll be down there with the cameras, the transmitter, the antennas, and seeing if I can't get a live link also started here on the Whereby channel somewhere. Anyway, turn it back to you and let you go over to KK4YZE Ron. Also, don't forget our Padawan student up there, Chris, over in Caldwell, Idaho. Back to you, Roland.
On KV4ATV, KC6JPG. Very good, Wolf. You've been really, really busy. And yeah, just get yourself prepared because it's going to be one heck of a hurricane season. So it's been predicted it's going to be, hang on to your hats, folks. Hang on to a pole. So,
More than your hats.
Yeah. It's gonna be more than just a hat. You'll be chasing your hat. You'll be chasing to your hat, pretty much. Exactly. All right. Without any further ado, we're gonna go to Ron, KK4YZE. Ron, it's great to see you tonight, my friend, and of course a salute to you. Right to you, KC6JPG.
Good evening, Chris and all the gentlemen. I'm surprised, like everybody else is, about his award or his new profession, I guess. Maybe he can start saying a lot of blessings for us to get our bills paid and jobs and everything else down here. The Blessing of the Fleet is a fundraiser for Second Chance Head Injuries of Northwest Florida. And what we do every May, used to be in April, late April, early May, is have a big fundraiser of a fish fry. And with that fish fry, since we have so many marinas around here, we are literally on the water, we have a blessing of the fleet. So we will have pastors of various sects come out and have a parade of boats and give a blessing to each of the boats that they have a safe and prosperous season. And then with that is a burning of the socks. Down here, we don't usually wear socks in the summertime. So we get rid of the socks that we use in the winter. So they have the fire department comes down, we have a big burn barrel, and people will throw their socks in. Maybe some stinky ones like Wolves. He's got some stinky socks. But anyway, it's an international claim to see all the boats come by, anywhere from civilian boats to Coast Guard cutters. The smaller boats will come by, and some of the because we have a Navy base and a Coast Guard base in Panama City Beach, they will send a ship over once in a while and get blessed as well. So, and we also put a wreath in the water to bless all those nautical individuals that may have lost their lives. But that's the fun and interesting thing that we get to do in May. Again, it's a big fundraiser for Second Chance Head Injuries, and it's our biggest one. And we have a lot of people that donate time and supplies and equipment that we need to set up, like chairs and tables and tarps and stuff like that. And then we'll do other fundraisers to get the food and sell plates of various parts of a meal of fish, local fish that's caught in the bay. So that's all I have. Again, Wolf was telling us about the weather. And it was a little wet this afternoon. But I'm still moving in. 1 April was the day we got our house. A week ago, Thursday. Two Thursdays ago, we got our case closed with code enforcement. So we were able to move on with our lives. But we're still moving out of our apartment, so we're still going to pay for May coming up. So that's tomorrow, I guess, right?
It's tomorrow, believe it or not. That's for sure.
Mayday, Mayday,
Mayday. We're all afraid about May the 4th. May the 4th be with you.
And the 4th will be with you. Okay.
And of course, revenge of May 6th.
Yes. So, and we have our Bay Wind Community Band that was started over 35 years ago by a Marine Gunnery Sergeant Dick Pike was his name. He was a bassoonist, and he taught award-winning students here in the tri-state area. He passed away about 20-some years ago, but he started a Bay Wind Community which I get to be the principal French hornist with. So we've got upwards of 10 French horns, and a lot of professional musicians in there, as well as teachers and students. And all of our students are winning awards in high school because they get a chance to play with professionals in a local community band. So we have our big spring concert on May the 5th to be with you, Cinco de Mayo. So anyway, that's enough rambling on. This is KK4YZE. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful week. And may the 4th be with you.
Here you go, KK4YZE, KC6JPG. Well, very good, Ron. Thank you very much for you and Wolf for doing what you do in Florida. And congratulations on the house. So that's great news, my friend. And all the best to you. Salute always. So you take care. Thank you very much for checking in. All right, we're making our way to Arizona, I think. Did we lose our Arizona crowd? we had Joel and Lee there for a moment, but looks like they split. Oh, we got one more comment from Wolf. All right, going right back to Wolf. KV4ATV, KC6JPG.
Yeah, I need Ron to text me that date this is going on, because this first Saturday is our American Legion big meeting and stuff. To go for the voting and stuff for the officers. I'll find out if I become the second vice commander of Post 356. And to let you know that we have now got an established colony of honeybees in our front yard. So I've got that to do. And Saturday, I will find out possibly if I will be voted in as the second vice commander of Post 356 at the American Legion. That's all from me, Roland.
Oh, very good. So sounds good. Great, Wolf. Thank you very much for your comment and coming back. Excellent. Uh-oh, Ron's got another one. All right, KK4YZE, KC6JPG. Here we go. Battle of Florida.
We are finally getting our air show back at Tyndall Air Force Base. But it's not going to be at Tyndall. It's going to be at Panama City Beach, along the beach. There's a big dock that juts out into the ocean. And we have a big place called Pier Park. It's quite a few acres of shopping and music, concerts, and stuff like that. So the Air Force and the Navy and some other organizations and lots of aircraft will be down there to entertain on Saturday and Sunday. So it's going to be all over the news and probably all over the country. But we're finally getting back in this area after the hurricane to have our air shows. That's all I have.
Well, very good. That's wonderful about getting the air shows back. And, of course, right along the beach is a lot of fun. You get a big crowd along the beach, and it's a great turnout. We have a very similar event here in Southern California. It's called the Surf City Air Show at Huntington Beach. And huge turnout. We got not only the Blue Angels, but also the Thunderbird show as well. So it is a great outpouring. So very good, Ron. Wolf, Ron, thank you very much for representing Florida. You guys are rock stars. We appreciate you. Now we go to Tucson, Arizona. That's where our buddy Joel is at, KD6W. Joel, it's great to see you, my friend, and it's great to see you on Saturday, too.
Ron and everybody say hi. We got up to 91 degrees today. Hey, it's Joel here in Tucson, KD6W. Good to see everybody on the net tonight. Basically, we're looking forward to moving towards May and changing up the websites and changing our logins. And so that'll be actually a nice departure from Richard. You know who we're talking about. Yeah, that guy. Been busy mostly relaxing from doing all the work that we did up at the mini hamcation, but been working towards getting the next phase, the next project done, which is I got to deal with my storage. I also talked to Henry today and the tower guy, and we're starting to work on doing load calculations for the new tower that's going to go in. It's based on some G. But it sounds like they're only going to go up to 76 feet, which is kind of disappointing because that means we're limiting ourselves on the contour. And so I was talking with him today about antennas on the structure. And when I told him we have 1 5/8" going to the top, he said, well, that's going to put us over budget. And I said, wait, what? He already has 4 7/8 runs. So he's got a master receive, master transmit antenna for 2 bands. And apparently we're already at like 89% load, and we haven't gotten anything on the tower yet. And it's like, okay, this is not going to go well. Not certain what's going to happen next, to be honest with you. So we're doing a bunch of back and forth on what's possible, because our transmit on 1.2 gig is going to take a massive amount of loss if we don't use the biggest lowest loss heliax that we can get our hands on. And he said 1 5/8 is so heavy, and it is. If you've ever seen it, it's rather prodigious. But anyway, the problem is it weighs so much that it's going to put us over budget, apparently. And I'm kind of like, how much stuff is he putting up? And so basically, he was starting to run down all the things that Henry's going to put on this thing, and it's like, well, no wonder it's going to be heavily loaded. So, and then I told him we have a like a 3-foot high gain dish to point towards Mesa, so we can link up through Thunder Mountain over to Rod's place to then get around the mountains to go up and over to White Tanks, so that we can link the repeaters, and that will work. We can't get a straight shot from White Tanks because Mount Lemmon is in the way. We didn't have that problem as much when we were down the road on Radio Ridge. Plus, it was on a much more substantially larger tower. It was 150 feet or something like that. So anyway, we're losing, and it doesn't really look good. So it's kind of a unfortunate situation that we find ourselves in, homeless, and then the home that we think we can get isn't going to really work out too well. So now it's the scramble for calculations and doing some math and figuring out what kind of losses we take if we drop away from 1 5/8. And at 1.2 gig, every dB hurts. It's going to be painful. We're going to have to probably get a much larger amplifier and just heat that coax up, whatever we end up getting to the top of the tower. But it's not looking too good. So we're kind of like dealing with oh no. So anyway, at least our stuff didn't come down in a tower. That's that's a whole different story. But so getting ready to excavate some more dirt. Yay. We're going to buy one of those shipping containers and move it onto the property over here so we can start rearranging the goodies that I have. So basically I got a quick heads up from Trevor. It looks like he made some room, so that's awesome. I need to talk to Fred, make certain he's ready to go. We're going to pull the trailer out to California and start the mass exodus of moving stuff as quick as we can to deal with this issue that I have. If anybody in Southern California has some spare space, we might actually have some equipment for you. How's that sound? That's all I got. This is Joel, KD6W, here in Tucson, and we're going to keep on looking at weather maps and do some more predictions on what's going to happen over the next couple of weeks. And back to you, Roland. Take it away. KC6JPG, KD6W.
KD6W, KC6JPG. Well, very good, Joel. You've been very, very busy. And like I said, thank you very much for making the trip up to Southern California for the Hamvention. So that was absolutely wonderful. Oh, yeah, that was awesome.
It was awesome.
So here we go. Cheers to you. My water bottle to your flask. There you go.
Lemonade.
I love it. Very good. And yes, sorry about, wow. Talk about, got loading and heliacs and antennas and dishes. And Yeah, that adds up, doesn't it? It certainly does. So, all the very best. I know it's going to work out for you. So, looking forward to seeing the results. So, we'll be doing this for sure. And that too. Exactly. Thank you so much. All right, let's see if our buddy Tony is available, VK7AX, if he's listening out there. So Tony, if you are, grow your screen and then we'll check you in. But in the meantime, we're going to make our way back to California, Northern California. We're going to check in Matheson, KJ6DZB. And Matheson, hey, it's great to see you, my friend, tonight. And how's it going? KC6JPG, net control.
KJ6DZB in California. Hey, well, I'm enjoying the weather. It's warming up, and hopefully you're gonna get some nice weather driving through California and Arizona, Joel. So, be nice. You get 2 days off from work. And then everything starts breaking, and then people want you to fix things, and you got, these damn computers, you got to maintain them. But, these ladies came to my door today, and they were like, oh, you're on because I still have my Medi-Cal, but they're, how they give you those free phones? They're like, oh, look, we'll give you a phone. I was like, okay, I'll take your phone, thanks. So, it gives me another little throwaway Android phone, but you know what I do? I got this, what is it? It's a VR N7 500, and everything you do on this thing is on an app. Now you think that's weird, but it's not that bad. It's really not. I mean, ladies, you got all your channels right here, and then better yet, this thing does APRS. So it's like I can instantly send APRS messages. I can send pictures. I can send CW, anything I type in the little text, and I can do all this slow scan television picture stuff, all from this app. And this is the front end of the radio, but neat little thing. It's from China. The filtering, it's not the worst, but I like it. It's a nice little radio. And what else I got? Well, like I said, I hope things dry out because we got mountaintops to get to the top of. So everyone's taken care of. And Roland, before I leave, you got to show that picture of the Bay Area down there. You get me lined up for the other one. But cruise ships have been coming in and out of the Bay Area, so clearly everybody's enjoying the weather as well. KJ6DZB73 from California.
Very good. KJ6DZB, KC6JPG. Well, very good, Matheson. Thank you very much for checking in. And hey, that phone is really, really cute. What a great device. All right. So Matheson says, showed the Bay. We're going to show the Bay. Here we go. Watch this. Here it is.
Yay!
Got it. Yeah, you've been getting some great weather up there, so that's terrific. All right, very good. We're going to go to Long Beach this time, and we're going to check in NDAF, N6 UTC, KC6 JPG. NDAF, great to see you tonight, my friend. How's it going in Long Beach?
Yeah, hi, Roland and everybody else. This is NDAF N6 UTC here in Long Beach. Just got back from the UK. Well, I say just got back. It was on Friday afternoon, late Friday afternoon, early Friday evening. I got back, getting over the jet lag right now. I went over to the UK. I went over to the north of England for a radio rally or a hamfest, and then I went over into North Wales to see my hometown to see my family. So I was at this radio rally, Hamfest, and I was working with the Wales Digital Radio Group, helping them out. And next to us, I think I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, was the British Amateur Television Club had a stand. So here's a picture of yours truly. Oh, geez, I just moved it. Hold on. Let's see if I can find it. I apologize.
It's all good, my friend. That's awesome. I'm glad you had a great time over at Europe and in.
Yes. So that's me at the BATC stand.
Nice.
And then,
I like that.
And then here are the guys I talked to at the BATC stand. So there's some members of the British Amateur TV Club there as well, which I'm a member. So it's nice to see those guys. I'm a big avid satellite operator, amateur satellites. So I took some equipment with me and I worked some satellites from both England and Wales. The highlight really was working Steve, KC1 MMC in Vermont. I worked him from the coast of England and also the coast of Wales 2 different times into Vermont on SO50, which is a 1U CubeSat. Was that about 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters? So that was a highlight for me, working the US on an FM satellite from both England and Wales. Distance was roughly about just shy of 5,000 kilometers. And the temperature during my whole trip never really went above 20 degrees Celsius. So it was rather cool over there. But we had a good time. And I will be heading back there in November with the wife this time. This time it's just myself. Thanks, Roland, and 6 UTC.
And 6 UTC, KC6JPG, NDEF. I'm so glad you had a great time. Meet up with the British Amateur Group. That is terrific. You know, they're a great bunch of people. Love what they're doing. Love the satellite technology that they use. And oh man, I love this hobby. It's just, you know, so many ways of communicating. It's just so much fun. NDEF, thank you very much for checking in. Going back to Northern California, we're going to the anchorman of the Amateur Television Network, and that's our buddy Jim, K6SOE, in the Berg itself. And he's the net control for the Mount Diablo Amateur Radio or Amateur Television Group. Jim, great to see you tonight, my friend. How's it going?
Well, good evening, Roland and the net. It's glad to be here, glad to be seen. And let's see. I don't have too much new on ham radio since we spoke on Sunday. That I'm sure that we don't need to have Richard show up anymore. Glad to.
Yeah, we had Richard on Saturday, and I had to cut that one off.
Yeah. So anyway, it's good that you can do that. So
did
anyway,
Lorena Bobbitt.
That's right.
Exactly, Joel.
Well,
oh, poor Richard's getting a complex. That's for sure. That's why we're moving.
Wait a minute. I got the tool right here.
Perfect. Now we just got to get through the wire and clip the video tape.
That's right. So we got it under control now. So we got all the parts to make it work. So I'll send it back to you, Roland, and we'll catch everybody on the round table. K6SOE, stuck in the Berg.
K6SOE, KC6JPG. Very good, Jim. And yeah, Keith was actually doing some capturing on Whereby, and then Mr. Richard showed up, and we had to keep the show rated G. I brought my camera equipment. I brought my streaming gear. I was ready to do interviews and all that with you guys. But yeah, that was kind of a spoiler. So that just kind of prompted my little brain. And whereby.com/ATN-TV. That will be our new URL. So write that down. So next net, we'll be moving as of tomorrow, May 1st. So, and yes, and Joe mentioned about our new website. You got it. And that's going to be amateurtelevision.net. So that is our new URL, and that's going to be, it's already active already. It's just got a splash screen on it. And so we're going to get it populated. We're going to put the membership system in there, so you'll be all self-servicing. You can renew your dues right then and there on your own portals. So that's our plan. Very good. Thank you very, very much, Jim. Rockstar you are. Terrific. All right. Well, those are the check-ins that I have. Oh, no, we got Rod. Rod showed up. Yay! WB9, KMO, KC6JPG. Rod, what's going on, my friend?
Oh, I'm not really here. I was just turning it on. I don't have my video or anything set up. Let's see what's going on. Well, I spent the day with our pal Dennis. He hasn't checked in, has he?
No Dennis yet.
Town. He flew to town because he wanted to buy a pickup truck. And so I gave him a ride over to the pickup place, and we drove it around, and he bought it, and he's driving it home to Vegas right now. So we had a very busy day. That's basically what I did. I'm home now trying to whip up something to eat and catch up on the day's activities. So I'll be back a little bit later. I don't know if you mentioned anything about websites, but we can talk about those at some. And that's all I've got for now. This is Rod, WB9KMO, East Mesa, Thunder Mountain.
Did you find the banner?
WB9KMO KC6JPG. Well, very good, Rod. Thank you very much for checking in, and hopefully you got the banner. It's because Mike did make a banner for you, so that's great. And yes, we did talk about the new website, and they are, up and running. And so we got splash screens up there right now. Now it's time to customize it, brand it, and populate it, and of course, make memberships easy. So top right button, join/renew here, or join/renew. That's all we need to put. And then just pick your chapter that you love to donate to or pay your dues to, and there you go. And of course, Joel is on our Whereby channel right now, and he's showing the kind of a little preview of the splash screen, including my evil twin that's behind that camera there. So, God, what a resemblance, huh? Yeah, scary stuff. Anyway, hey, look who showed up. It's Mikey, WA6 SVT, also known as VP6MC. Mike, hey, glad you're home safe. How you doing tonight?
Well, you caught me with food in my mouth. Yeah, I'm doing fine. Just got home a little bit ago. I was over at Merv's house helping him out earlier, then over to Tom Boards, who got the rotor out of his tower, so he can get that re-greased and the new beam ready to go next week, and you should be back up on HF. Other than that, not much else going on. WA6SVT, back to net.
Okay, got WA6SVT, KC6JPG. I don't know if you happened to have a chance to see it, but Joel brought up the new website that's now active, and we got 3 different servers happening. We got the main server for the group, and of course ATN-AZ for Arizona, and ATN-CA for California, and we're going to add ATN-NV for Nevada. So that would be really, really cool. So thanks, Mike, and thanks for everything that you did, especially on Saturday. That was absolutely a great time, and we had a lot of people enjoying the ATV truck, and of course really enjoying Gary's RV and his mobile ham shack. That was really, really cool. So thanks again, Mike, for everything. Who forgot Florida? Nobody forgot Florida. I already checked you in there, dude.
Oh, for the Florida chapter.
He wants his own website. Got
it. You want your own website? We'll give you your own website. No problem. So, yeah.
And change the address for the ATN-TV and stuff instead of ATN.
That's right. Welcome to the new ATN. That's just the way it is.
Have fun.
Because the other site, well,
everybody excited.
We're getting everybody excited. Because, we're temporarily going whereby.com/ATN-TV. And then pretty soon it'll be embedded into the new website. So we're going to have our own group thing within our website. So things are changing.
Alabama and Georgia. So I've got the tri-states and the Southeast covered for you.
Well, remember, they covered where the repeaters are. So that's where they are. Because we have Mount Potosi for Nevada. We got the California systems in Nevada and the Arizona systems. And, of course, our chapter stations with the slats. And we got ADCO and, of course, our good folks in Delaware. And, of course, you in Florida. Yeah, exactly. All right. Very good. All right. Well, that's the check-ins I have it. Any late members, missed members, any visitors that like to check in on the RF side of the Amateur Television Networks, the Weekly Net, please come in at this time. KC6JPG, Net Control. Stand by. Okay, stand by. Hold on, Chris. Hold on.
We have a cold front coming through
Okay, so we're going to check in. We're going to check in our visitors on our chapter stations right now. We're going to check in our future ham television superstar, and that's Chris over in Idaho. Chris, great to see you tonight.
It's good to be here tonight.
Well, that's great. What's been happening in your world? How's Wolf treating you in regarding amateur radio training?
I have to get my laptop fixed because it's going to be easier to do the questions on my laptop because it'll be much easier for me to see it. I can't get into it and I have a key broke. So I'm going to be taking it down to Florida here in about 6 weeks and get it fixed.
I'll fix it.
Well, very good. Well, it sounds like you got yourself a good technician. So, very good.
Plus, when I start doing the questions, he can help me if I get stuck.
Exactly. You got it. All right. Well, Chris, thank you very, very much for checking in with us. And then we're looking forward to seeing a beautiful call sign right next to your name. So that's going to be terrific. We got a lot of support here in this group. Exactly. Well, very good. All right. Well, looks like we got Keith on board. N6GKB, KC6JPG. Keith, grow your screen, my friend, and let's check you in and see how you're doing tonight. KC6JPG, net control.
Hi. Hey, guys. I just thought I'd get on my telephone here and say hi to you real quick. I'm busy doing some other stuff here at home, and the home computer's not on. So, but I thought I'd check in and say hi to you guys. I will be back on here in a few minutes. Hopefully on the computer, get it up and working. So other than that, just thought I'd flip the phone on real quick. I saw it was past 8:30. I better get on here.
Oh, very, very good, Keith. Thank you very much for checking in. We'll see you shortly, my friend. That's awesome. Oh, well, I don't know where Manuel's at, but I think we have his laundry hanging up on his wall or on his ceiling. That's a straight jacket. There you go. Yeah,
that's his mask.
Oh, that's his mask. Oh, that's his mask.
Onesie straight jacket.
Yeah, it does. That nut. Okay, you guys have a good one. I'll be back.
Okay, sounds good. Oh, yeah. Well, it's definitely something. I'll tell you that right now. We have to ask Manny that particular question. Very good. All right. Well, this has been. There is no Newsline tonight. Newsline next week. So Don will be back next week for another episode of Newsline. And I was hoping that somebody might have taken some video of Big Bear Hamcation, and I did take my video stuff. But as soon as I got there, I was just having a great time with everybody. And next thing I know, I had to do the seminar. Next thing I know, I had to set up the 905 and moving all kinds of stuff. And I didn't videotape one thing or video captured one thing. It's all good. So hopefully we'll find some video out there. Anyway, so this has been any last minute comments before we close our formal portion of our net? KC6JPG, net control. All right, this has been the Amateur Television Network's The Weekly Net. You got it. And I'm going to give you our new website address, and I'm updating it as we speak. All right, so here we go. Let's see if this works. And let's see. All right, that's the website. There you go. There's our new website address, https:// www.amateurtelevision.net. You got it. So that makes it easy to remember. Why don't you do this? Take your phone and screenshot it. Screenshot this thing here. So let me. Not anymore. So here you go. Got a spotlighter for you. How's that? New website, www.amateurtelevision.net. We're going to put our chapter stations on there, on subservers, all kinds of great stuff. All right.
It's so hard to remember.
That's what I said. I mean, Amateur Television Network, amateurtelevision.net. There you go. There you go. There will be a quiz later on. Okay, enough, Rojo. This is Roland. KC6JPG saying, without you, oh my God, there would not be a net, would it? Exactly. And we like to thank each and every one, we'd like to thank you all for the great net tonight. Thank you so much for checking in with us. Thank you very much for participating with us. And now we go right into our Whereby Roundtable. So come join us on our whereby.com/ATN1. You got it. And that's where we are for one last time before we go to our new one. And that will be ATN-TV. So remember, whereby.com/ATN-TV. That will be our new URL. I'm Roland, KC6JPG, saying thank you so much for joining us, and the repeaters are now returned for their normal use. See you on the Whereby Roundtable. KC6JPG. Yikes! Clear.